Sujawal, whose lands were fertile, were wet and cold breeze having combination of the Indus River and ocean was creating jazz in human bodies. Aesthetic climate, seaborne trade, and there were lots of food grain. But today's Sujawal has been deprived of almost all the basic amenities of life. Intermittent disaster, prevalence of hazards, and absence of disaster mitigation mechanism. Poor governance have made the living colorless.
1999 तूफ़ान जो आयो उन में असांखे का ख़बर कोन हुई जो असांजा माण्हू जे समय ताज़ा माण्हू मरी विया असांजा माल मरी विया असांजो जानी माली नुक़सान थी वियो असांजो.
In Sujawal, the most backward and disaster-affected area is Union Council Karmalik. Keeping in view the gravity of the situation, the Federation Handicap International, with new brand name Humanity and Inclusion, launched. The project started with its stakeholders induction where Handicap International and Malteser International collaborated and organized a joint launching workshop.
Today I feel honored to appreciate the working of handicap. Now the district administration and handicap are working together hand in hand. So I hope that inshallah in future we will also work together for the benefit of poor people and district.
This project tilts around inclusive CBDRM. Inclusion here implies that the communities are not passive beneficiaries, but they are proactive participants at different stages of the project. The principal focus of the project is enhancement and strengthening the resilience of the communities. It has three-pronged strategies. In the first place, it is capacity enhancement of the communities in a way that they are better trained, organized, planned, and well positioned to cope with future disasters. In the second place, it is enhancement of their livelihoods, as livelihoods also contribute to their resilience. And third very important component is collaboration, cooperation, and coordination with disaster management authorities.
124 hamlets were zoned into 90 community organizations, COs, and later clubbed into 21 inclusive disaster management committees, IVDMCs.
पहिरीं जे अहिड़ी मीटिंगूं थींदियूं या कहिड़ी ॻाल्हि थींदी मसइलो थींदो त चवंदा हे बीमारनि हे पोड़ा आहिनि इन्ही खे छॾियो या माज़ूरनि जेका ख़ाशा हूंदा नौजवान उन्ही खे चवंदा वठी हलो पाण में मीटिंग करी उन्ही खे चवंदा घर में छॾियो भले वेठा हुजनि मतिलबु इहे जॾहिं तंज़ीम सां शुरू थिया त इहा ॻाल्हि ख़तमु थी.
Each IVDMC has an Inclusive Emergency Response Team (IERT) for inclusive early warnings, search and rescue, first aid, administrative and logistics arrangements, and coordination with the disaster management authorities. They are well equipped with all the necessary tools they require for emergency response. Around 500 IVDMC activists are now trained on emergency response.
पंजन पाणी हिकिड़ी तंज़ीम ठहियल आहे, हुन जो नालो आहे गुलाब. हुन में 6 टीमूं कमु कनि थियूं. हुन में हिकिड़ी टीम आहे ॻोल्हा ऐं बचाव वारी. आउं हुनजो मेंबर आहियां. हाणे अलाह न करे पर जे कॾहिं का अहिड़ी आफ़त आई त आउं माण्हुनि जी चङी तरह मदद कंदुसि ऐं उन्हनि खे कंहिं महफ़ूज़ जाइ ते पहचानींदुसि. ऐं तमामु घणी ख़ुशि आहियां.
DDMA Sujawal and PDMA Sindh was technically and financially supported to develop Inclusive District Disaster Management Plan 2018 to 2020. In order to have an inclusive early warning mechanism in place, Handicap International conducted assessments and framed recommendations. Handicap designed all the inclusive early warning trainings, simulations, and mock drills in line with the finding of this assessment.
जाती तालके में असांखे रिपोर्ट मिली आहे त सामूंडी तूफ़ान ठही रहियो आहे. सुको पंहिंजूं तयारियूं जेको से करे महसूस जगह ते पहुचे.
हमारी फोरकास्ट का फ़ायदा उस वक्त होगा जब एंड यूज़र को ये फोरकास्ट मिल जाए और वो उससे फ़ायदा उठाए. फसल लगाने वाला उसके फ़ायदा उठाए. गर्मी में एक शख्स निकलना चाह रहा है, हमने कह दिया जी हीट वेव आने वाली 42 डिग्री टेम्परेचर रहेगा, ना निकले, जान बच जाए, ये भी बहुत बड़ी बात है.
Coordination with disabled persons organizations has been one key element of the project. As all the interventions were to be inclusive, therefore, it was inevitable to engage DPOs with the relevant expertise.
हमें मौका मिला हैंडीकैप इंटरनेशनल के साथ काम करके कि हम गाँव देहात में जा के काम कर सकें. हमने इनके साथ वर्कशॉप की हैं, सेमिनार मुनक़द किए हैं और जो है हियरिंग असिस्टेंट कैंप बनाया था. इंटरनेशनल वीक ऑफ द डेफ है उसके दौरान हमने जो है गांव में जाकर जाति में, सुजावल में और छठा में जो है हमने काम किया है डेफ के लिए।
Handicap International technically and financially supported the communities and district disaster authorities, retrofitted government school buildings that are used as camps during emergencies and construction of 21 IVDMC centers that are used as community halls for their social and communal activities during the normal conditions and during the disaster as evacuation points. The project introduced poverty graduation model that targeted extreme poor and vulnerable groups as important criterion. The beneficiaries were provided different economically productive assets, saving services, cash for work, skills trainings, coaching and mentoring, business planning and market linkages, and linking them with microfinance services as graduates.
असां पहिरीं ग़रीब हुआसीं, पोइ असांखे हैंडीकैप ऐं फिशर फोक असांखे ॿ ॿकरी ॾियारियूं, पोइ सांडे सारे उन मां 6 पोरूं थिया, छेलियूं असां बिहारे छॾियूं वधाइण लाइ, बाक़ी छेला न मजबूरी अचे थी त पोइ असीं खपाए सघूं था, ॿी मुसीबत खां अलाह साईं बचाए। अॻे पैसनि खीर ठंदा हुआसीं त चांहि कंदा हुआसीं, हाणे ॿकरी मिलियूं त उन मारे खीर ॾियो चांहि ठाहींदा आहियूं, बचा पीअंदा आहिनि ख़ुशि।
हैंडीकैप फिशर फोक जा थोराता आहियूं जिन असांखे गॾा गाॾी न आहे, गाॾे ते असीं रोज़गारी काठ वठींदा आहियूं ऐं भाॼी वठी खणी ईंदा आहियूं, घर ॾे माण्हुनि जो सामान सीधो खणी शहर ॾांहुं वेंदा आहियूं, शहर ॾांहुं खणी घर ॾे ईंदा आहियूं, पाड़े वारनि सां मदद कंदा आहियूं। को हालात ख़राबु थींदा आहे, तूफ़ानी बरसातियूं जेको ईंदियूं आहिनि उन जे लाइ उन्हनि खे गॾा गाॾी ते खणी करे रोड भेरो पहुचाईंदा आहियूं।
पर माण्हू अॻे माज़ूर सम्झंदा हुआ, पर हाणे माज़ूर माण्हू चवंदा हुआ त के कम जो कोन्हे, आफ़तुनि वारी तंज़ीम जो मेंबर आहियां, मूं सिखा वरिती। हाणे माण्हू मूंखे माज़ूर नथा सम्झनि पर पंहिंजे बराबरि सम्झंदा।
To aware the general public at large, Handicap International also launched advocacy campaign that included FM radio messages for precautionary measures for heat waves and monsoons.
रेडियो मैसेजेस की बात करें तो इसमें तो मैं बहुत ज़्यादा थैंकफुल हूँ हैंडीकैप का और उन तमाम तर इदारों का जिन्होंने हमें इसमें असिस्ट किया है, क्योंकि ये एक बेस्ट वे है अर्ली वार्निंग मैकेनिज़्म का टू रीच द पीपल on appropriate way.
Street theaters, IEC material printing, wall murals with inclusive disaster risk reduction messages and sketches, disaster risk reduction exhibitions at community level and with Center for Disaster Preparedness and Management Peshawar, capacity building of communities and educational institutions on sign language, national and international days. One key awareness raising and advocacy interventions was with University of Sindh campus Thatta on climate change and coastal issues. Now when the project is leading towards closure, the communities in the target area feel they have sufficient awareness and information and skills to cope with the future disasters, at least at the preparedness level. They are organized, have required equipments needed to respond to future disasters. All this gives them satisfaction that the project may be phased out, but their efforts will continue.
7 पाड़ा असां गॾिजी जेके मुसीबतूं अचनि थियूं, 2 3 आहिनि, उन्हनि ते गॾिजी वीचारे हाणे असांखे अॻियां का बि मुसीबत अचे थी त उन खां असीं निकिरियो ऐं टरियो सघूं था।
Handicap International will continue endeavoring for resources to be pooled for this area to further strengthen the model and carry on step-on interventions.
हाणे जेकॾहिं असांखे मथियां आधार को न बि सपोर्ट कनि, उहा शइ असीं पंहिंजो पाण करे सघूं था। असांजा नौजवान जेको सभु मुख़्तलिफ़ ट्रेनिंगनि मां गुज़री आया आहिनि, उहो पंहिंजो सभु कुझु करे सघनि था। हाणे अॻे सिर्फ़ु ऐं सिर्फ़ु असांजा माण्हू पंहिंजे ॻोठनि ताईं महदूद हुआ, मुख़्तलिफ़ अदारनि सां वाबस्ता थी विया आहिनि। हाणे शहरनि में कमु कनि पिया, डेली शहरनि मां कमु करे वापसि पंहिंजो ॻोठ ताईं